Suburban Sentinel here with an angry rant concerning American media outlets. The mainstream media news outlets are, in my opinion, completely out of control. Mainstream media is engaging in a pattern of behavior that is both irresponsible and despicable. And I'd like to discuss two very recent news issues. There's a newspaper called the New York Journal News. And this is a paper of relatively small circulation. The Journal News is owned by media conglomerate Gannett, and Gannett's website is up on the screen as we speak. Last week, the Journal News published the names and home addresses of licensed handgun owners in both Westchester and Rockland County, New York. The Journal News also published on its website an interactive map shown here that indicates the location of each licensed handgun owner. And what you're able to do is roll your mouse over each little dot there and click it, and that will provide the name and street address. Now, the Journal News claims that the public has a legitimate interest in knowing who has guns in their respective neighborhoods. However, the truth is that this article, if you want to call it that, serves no legitimate purpose, and it also puts people in jeopardy. I'm pretty certain that many of the licensed handgun owners shown on this map are judges, law enforcement officers, federal agents, etc. In addition, this quote-unquote article is like a roadmap for criminals. This gives would-be burglars a good idea of which homes may be defended by a firearm and which are not. It also gives would-be criminals an idea of who has guns available to steal. Now, the Journal News claims this is all perfectly legal. They obtain the information from public records available at government offices through the state Freedom of Information process. And the paper, at least at this point, is standing by its decision to publish these names and addresses and plans to expand the article by doing the same thing in nearby Putnam County. So in essence, the Journal News is saying what they're doing is perfectly appropriate. And we'll get back to that in a minute. About a week and a half ago, we suffered that absolutely horrific incident of the elementary school shootings in Newtown, Connecticut. On the screen is one of the more famous photographs of that horrible day, and sadly this is one of the more innocuous images that was spread throughout the world. The mass media descended upon the sleepy little town of Newtown like vultures. I personally witnessed traumatized children who were in the process of being evacuated from the school to the firehouse being accosted by quote-unquote journalists, filming them and sticking microphones in their faces, asking these babies for commentary. I also personally witnessed the media hounding mourners who had come to pay their respects. Certainly, I understand we have a First Amendment, and I fully support the First Amendment just as much as I support the Second Amendment. But in my opinion, this is not a constitutional issue. This is a matter of public decency and common sense. Certainly, the media is saying we had a perfect legal right to do so. And that may be true. But as my grandfather told me many, many years ago, there's a big difference between can do and should do, like scratching your ass with a fistful of fish hooks. The media's behavior in the two examples just discussed, and in many other instances, is outrageous and despicable. Now, I'm not here just to rant, because if you just complain without taking action, that makes you a whiner. Another thing my grandfather told me many years ago. So what can we, the public, do in response? First, we can cancel our subscriptions. The Gannett Company, even if you don't live anywhere in the New York area, owns USA Today, among many other newspapers. We can also send angry letters and emails to the media outlets and any corporate owners that they may have. Third, we can send angry letters and emails to the companies that advertise with these media outlets and hit them right in the pocketbook. And I think that's one of the most effective means. Finally, anyone directly affected or impacted by this outrageous behavior can file lawsuits against the companies. Clearly, we the public cannot tolerate this type of behavior without imposing some sort of economic cost to these media outlets. In the beginning of the comment section here, I'm going to put the link to Gannett Media's website so you can tell them what you think. So thanks for watching. This is the Suburban Sentinel. Please subscribe and let these people know that we the public will not tolerate this kind of crap anymore.